The health system in Nigeria is not doing good.
The state of health in this nation is unfortunate.
Every ward should have a primary health center.
Government is doing something, but nothing is happening.
I find they never pay me for my pension. How can I get money to care for myself?
We don't have an ambulance. You can see our ambulance there. It has been like that for years.
You have to find mechanisms to get the resources down to the local level, better partnerships.
It is unfair that our women will die in the process of bringing another child to the world. It is unfair that the children that are born are dying like chicken.
It's money, 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 money. And that is just that. Unless we understand that we're there to save lives.
Let's call on the Nigerians to help us.
I think currently we're not in a very good state of affairs. I can talk specifically on basic health care because that's what's affected by the MDGs, and in particular maternal health. Child health also gives us concern. And I think the fact that we're not able to deliver service to these gives us the bad indices that we have.
Ando metem la mam rucha la obule mem ole mem ta dumre aga men wonye ye me kante wonye la anda treat me babla jimla no aya mem de oro dor malo ba me la rucha ya ta o kwara le mem lob ko ala nga ka kwa no agri mam te kwa nwa fanot ai kwa me.
Health is a responsibility of both the federal government, state governments, and the local government.
So it's essential that state governors, that state governments, that local government councillors get directly involved and hold themselves accountable for the performance of health in their communities.
We know where the problems are anyway. Everybody knows where the problems are.
You see, the word here we have, the words is too congested. We need to expand the words so that, like, sometimes we admit 2 people on the bed because of congestion.
Going by the parameters we use to gauge the level of health, I would say that there are areas where we are actually getting worse.
To ya zo wuni ɗaya a gida don ya koma makaranta. Sai na ji ya ce yaron kafarsa yana ciwo. Daga kafa yana ciwo ya ce kayansa yana ciwo. Ya ɗauki kayansa yana ciwo har ma ya ɗauko da wuya yana ciwo. To shine na san lalle sankarau ne. Shine na ce maza dole ne gurinmu babu mota. Babu kuma abin nan mashin. Shine na ɗauko shanuna da amalanke na sako yaron a ciki. To tafiyar mun yi ta akan awa 1.5 na kawo shi na gudu maza dan mu zo asibiti, muka zo asibitin Kyawa.
Ta fara naƙudan haka aka ce to aje a nemo mota kafin masu motar ma a samo su ma daga cikin gari su zo nan kowa ya ce ai hanyar ku ba kyau tunda ma motar namu nan guda ɗaya ne in ya riga fita zuwa cikin gari ba za a same shi ya dawo da wuri ba. To aka zo ana ta jira a samu hanya kafin a samu motar a can da kira aka samu wani ya zo da ni ya dauke ta to kafin ya zo ta galabaita aka kuma dauka kafin a kai ga zuwa asibitin aka je nan kawo suka ce ba za su karbe ta ba to kafin a wuce cikin gari babban asibiti rai ya halin shi.
So the level of poverty in the village is another thing. Some people can't even afford to go into hospitals.
Where is the place of health in the scheme of things in government? Health is supposed to occupy a given percentage of the budget. In fact, not less than 12% of the total budget ought to be provided for health.
A lot of people know their rights, but majority don't. Majority don't. They look at these things as privileges instead of rights. We don't see them as rights. We think it's a privilege. And when we get, like you hear every day in the radio, they're thanking the governor because he has provided one healthcare service or the other, which is their own basic right. But we don't see it that way.
Gwamnati babu adalci. Dole jinya karama a yanzu a Timis ido na kwana uku yana ciwo. Kaga maganin da na je sayen sa ta akai mun 250. Inda idan da kyakkyawan gwamnati mai adalci zan iya zuwa in beka naira 50 ko 60 ko 40 a bani maganin. Amma kaga sai da nayi sofa sai da nayi aikin kwana guda na samu kudin maganin na je chemist na sayi.
Nigeria has some of the most expensive drugs, even the ones that are off patent that are cheap. We spend up to 10, 20 times more on some very, very basic drugs, and that comes out of the pocket of the patients themselves.
I don't man born in radio now, the man born in television, the man born in the get health center, you pay hospital of any. Shubalo what you could still of a month. He mean by me tabalo got here and bash for you. Be 2.5 man bolo, be 3,000 no man boy money calora bere, calora coba over the lama lofira.
Government asks us to be giving drug free. That drug is free. It doesn't charge for the drugs. Card in the free in Biba. Bugo yoku emarani.
Instead of you wasting your time, you rather go to where maybe the charge will be 2,000 or 3,000 difference, and you just pay off and go.
Money leaks from the system. If you want to call it corruption, if you want to call it theft, it's all well and good. But until we face that particular issue and make sure that when money is applied somewhere, it actually gets spent, we need to put systems in place to address that. If we don't, then things will always cost us more.
And I'm not a rich man, I'm very poor. I have no power of money to get to the hospital.
There is no free lunch in Freetown. I don't think it's possible to give something free to everybody. Even when you say it's free, somebody has to pay for it.
It is not the health worker alone, it is a Nigerian problem. We do not take service and as a delivery of service as something which is serious. You go into a hospital, or you go into a shop, or you go into a school, and the kind of reception you get and the kind of attitude you get is almost like they're doing you a favor.
Most of these people suna cikin wajen ƙauyuka haka, wajen hard to reach areas wanda suna ganin su fito yana musu wahala. Ka gane? Kuma akwai wani a kind of bias abu da suka dauka wa asibiti cewa idan suka zo kila ba zai musu daɗi ba or something like that.
That is something which we have to work on considerably if we are going to make any difference.
I'm a doctor at Lagos University Teaching Hospital. I graduated 2007.
Doctors constitute the biggest amount of people who are leaving the country. It's almost like when you're graduating, the next step is which country am I going to move to?
Number one, you're not appreciated here. Number two, it's damn too difficult doing what we do, the way we do it every day and expect to live long.
The doctors are well grounded, they can teach their international standard, I have to say, but the environment in which they have to compromise a lot of things because the environment is not conducive at all.
I know people that have gone to Saudi Arabia, the US, Australia, South Africa. I even have a friend in Equatorial Guinea. Right now I'm thinking if I'm just can't have it anymore, I don't mind out going into banking.
àìlé àǹfààní ìjọba kankan tó bá yá pé a máa dìbò a máa ń lo àpótí kan lọ́dọ̀ wa ń bí báyìí a máa tún lo àpótí kan ní ìṣọ́ọ̀ṣì kátólíìkì a máa tún lo àpótí kan ní ọjà lọ́hùn a máa tún lo àpótí mẹ́rin àwa máa lò ń bí mẹ́rin ni ló máa ń kún lẹ́pẹ́tẹ́ ọmọ wa máa jáde wọ́n máa dìbò tó bá fẹ́ dìbò ẹ̀ tó bá ṣe campaign wa máa ṣe agbá máa ṣe o gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí a máa ń sọ fún wọn tó bá lọ gbọ́sà yẹn kò ná tí wà mọ́.
The ward should be the socio-economic unit of Nigeria, just as is the political unit. When you do that, you can actually easily see what the politicians are doing in their ward. But if you know you have a primary health center there, when he comes for the election, you can ask him, what my primary health center has no tablets, no this, no drug, no doctor, no that.
Here we are in a PHC Angwan, Sanusi Primary Health Care. As you can see, the whole place is empty.
There's a major cost that we've paid and we continue to pay for not paying attention to mental health and mental health issues.
Doctor ni èmi ń ṣe, native doctor. Mo máa ń cure àwọn oríṣiríṣi àrùn.
There is a Yoruba proverb that says something like this: before the arrival of corn, the chicken used to eat something.
I caused by accident. I fell on my shin and broke leg. I went to my doctor now. We have a native man who are making this bone problem. If you break your bone, he will make it so that you will be normal and they walk as you walked before.
He said it's yellow fever. That is the thing. And the parents are not, so they are not literate anyway. So, and they believe so much in these herbs. And it resulted as saying the herbs should be taken first, and you don't take herbs as in orthodox medicine together with modern medicine. So that was happened. So they were, all this while the boy was taking placed on herbs, and the whole thing continued getting worse until after 2 weeks, the boy now gave up as a result of that, and that's the end of the whole thing. So he was buried yesterday, the boy of 18 years.
They are they're passing a lot of misinformation to people. You know, look at the Staphylococcus fair. You know, about 8-9 years ago, somebody just figured out that Staphylococcus is an exotic sounding name, and then, you know, it's the cause for STDs, is the cause for weakness in the body, is the cause. And then there was a deliberate attempt to push out this information, and people were buying it.
Òun ló ṣìfù jù a kì í ṣàjìyàn tó bẹ́yẹn.
In dai ka samu mai magani mai kyau wanda ya baka, ya buka je asibitin kai ta bin layi, saboda maganin gargajiyan kana zuwa insha Allah kana amfani da shi zaka samu sauki.
Traditional medicine is here, it's not going to go anywhere. But the issue is, what are you taking, what doses are you taking, and is that the right thing for you? What has also happened is that pastors and imams have set up clinics. They call themselves missions. And in those places, they say, God is going to deliver you.
It's because of this thing that happens to me now that causes. If I do hard working, it's going to be disturbing me.
Sometimes you find that clerics become a stumbling block in the path of health, because you find a cleric talking about something that he doesn't know.
I'm not taking medicine because I don't take it. No prayer now.
Hospitals are for delivery. Missions and pastors and imams are for deliverance. They're two different things.
So we need to enlighten them,
push out this information,
to sensitize them.
Television.
We need to educate them. We need to show them that this, what we are talking about.
Media.
1 million posters of this same information in every classroom. The children will go home with that information. They become educators.
Nini nene magonoka. Ema na bakari kinoko na na chagbe va. Guja buja ko na chapa. Ema la mo polu neka. Ejum na we. Bu obodo nka ko na chane nu na we. Na obodo ko na chane nu aka bia na ka ogam. Na do be na onye njorum.
The challenge now is how do we ensure that all our people will put aside cynicism and believe in this country, because it's the only one they've got. This is the only place where first-class citizens. Everywhere else, second.
You better meet the traditional leadership, I'm using very broad sense now, discuss with them and convince them. If leadership is not convinced, his level of conviction is the level of participation of his community.
How do we, as the stewards for health in Nigeria, how do we convey this information to people? And how do we get a feedback from them that, okay, we hear you, this is what we're going to do? And what kind of mechanism do we have to put in place to ensure that that dialogue is organic, is continuous, is active and vibrant?
People in the community are there sitting, waiting to see what the government would bring for them.
I will suggest that they will improve by equipping our hospitals so that when people go there, they will get treatment.
When people are poor, the state should be responsible for them. But we cannot all shout and say the state should be responsible to us when we are not responsible to the state.
I know if you do it, na government hand it now. I don't get the power now. Those you get as I will talk, maybe they don't go take my word. Na 880 naira.
We, those of us who think we know, who do the planning, and we sit here at the apex level, or even at the state level, or even at the local government officials level, and we think we know what people want. We need to sort of step down a bit and be a bit more humble and think about, how do I give a voice to that person? Or how does it count in terms of what I'm trying to do? They should count now.
We must make health a political issue. We must make sure that people who are coming in as governors, who are coming in as legislators, they make commitment to ensure that our women don't die the way they are dying. It is an unacceptable state.
Evan B. Ijom Ishog. I gave a milk. We're grandmam there. Madessa. I will let you cook whatever we have Nessa.
Ocho ye gaduma. Ile ada. Yogaduma. Ile. Ocho ye gaduma.
Northeast, West and South. Let's come together as one. After how many years of independence, where we they go safe, we never know. And our matter plenty reach us to solve. Make we now come together and beg those people where they tie us down. Make them free.